Namaste guys. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a collision detection mechanism in JavaScript. So you can see that I have two balls and you can see it is written false. False means that they are not colliding. The moment they are intersect, notice the font change to text change to true and the ball color of the ball changed to red. So it show they are colliding. Question number one, where we can use this thing, it is a very basic one. For example, if you make it to the next level, you can check whether you are, car collisions there, accident is happening or not, whether some part are colliding with each other or not. For example, in mechanical engineering, you will learn something called interference. So with the help of that, you can check whether there are two parts total, assembly is happening or not, something is colliding or not, some accident is happening or not. With the help of that you can decide. It is a very simple basic version. So before I start coding, let's try to understand how does this code work. So first thing that I have done is I have created two balls. So let's say these are the two balls. Both balls have same radius, let's say 60 assumption. Now to calculate whether they are colliding or not, how can I calculate? Let's try to understand. Let's say these are the two balls and they are touching, just touching with each other. So what will be the total length from this center to this center? As I told you earlier that the radius is how much? 60. So the length from here to here is 60. The length from here to here is what? 60. So total length will be what? 120. Oh, great. Now, but how can I with that measure whether it's colliding or not? That's the important thing. What I can do is I can take this center of origin, let's say x1, y1, and take this one x2, comma y2. To calculate the distance, I can use x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Is it reminding you something? Yes, it is a Pythagoras theorem. The shortest distance. So I'm trying to calculate what is the shortest distance between the ball. If this value is less than 120, it means my ball is colliding. But if it is equal to 120, it means the balls are just touching but not colliding. It is just on the verge of collision, but it's just on the surface. But if the value is greater than 120, it means that balls are not colliding. Okay. So what we learn, if this value if less than 120, it means collision is there. If it is equal or greater than, then it means ball is not colliding. Now let's try to understand the code. So first thing that I have to do is I have to write index.html. So I have write simple index, some styling, body, canvas, and collision text. After that I have created tag canvas and width and height is 1080 by 1080. You can define custom as per your requirement. I've already shown in the previous videos how to do it. The main reason I have write width and height here is just to show that there is more than one way to achieve the same thing. The second is collision text. It is basically to show the text part. Now here I import my script.js that is done in JavaScript. Now here I have first import my canvas. So from where I'm taking the canvas? From this ID. Okay. Next thing that I define a context that it is a 2D type. Collision text from where I'm taking it? This from collision text div. Now here I'm defining the properties of my circle one. I'm saying that hey x and y are the coordinates of my circle. Okay, and r is the radius and color is green. Just to try to understand, for example, this is a circle and this is the center of origin. So x and y is basically these points. So I'm saying hey that create a random number and multiply by width, create a random number and multiply by height. Got it? So similarly I defined another circle and defining is x height and width, x and y. and radius. Okay, but this time it is half of height and width. After that, I'm adding a event listener in on my canvas, that is mouse move. So when my mouse move, what will going to happen? When my mouse would move circle 2, it will take the position of my mouse minus canvas bounding line rectangle. So it will, what it will do, it will make sure that the center of the circle 2 is exactly at the cursor location. This is what this function do. Next function is detection collision. This is what I've explained, dx dy and Pythagoras theorem, to detect whether it is collision or not. I've already explained. Now here I'm drawing my basically circles, clear rectangle. So basically, per frame animation, if I don't use it, it will, a messy screen. You can try your own and play with it. This code is already defined. It is just creating a circle. If you don't know how does it work, please watch my previous video. Here I'm defining my circle too. Here I'm checking whether collision is here or not. If there is a collision, change text to true, else false. Here, if collision is true, change the color of the balls. You can add custom color as per your requirements. It's up to you. After that, I request animation frame and draw. And this is what I will got. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any kind of doubt and queries, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste.